I am just consistent.
You're pretty incredibly consistent. It's actually kind of weird.
That word, weird, is doing a lot of work there. Because in professional golf, consistency at that level isn't normal. Even the best players in the world go through swings, patches, off days. But with Nelly Korda, it doesn't feel like that. It feels controlled. And when something starts to feel that repeatable, players don't just notice it. They start studying it. Denny McCarthy experienced that firsthand when he played alongside her.
When I was playing with Nelly back 3 years ago, I knew she was a great ball striker. I knew she was going to hit it great. I was really impressed with how she handled her. You know, she never got too high, never got too low, but some really tricky shots around the green, into the green. This place has some nasty into the green shots, and her short game really showed off that week. And I feel like I kind of stole a couple of her little techniques that she uses on her short game that I kind of use to this day. So thank you.
That's a different level of respect. Not just acknowledging greatness, but taking parts of it and adding it to your own game. And when players start doing that, it usually means one thing. You're not just performing well, you're setting the blueprint. That's exactly what happened in 2024. Because that season didn't feel like a hot streak. It felt like control over the entire tour. Lilia Vu summed it up better than anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, her year last year was just incredible, right? No one's had a year like her. 7 wins. She's just dominating, and she hits the ball far, she putts it well, and she's just able to, be the leader of the pack. And I mean, she's so fun to play with. We get paired up together a lot. And
7 wins, 5 in a row, and a major right in the middle of it. At that point, it stops being about form and starts being about separation. Because now the question isn't who's playing well, it's who can even keep up. Lexi Thompson pointed out what that kind of dominance actually does to the sport.
It's incredible. I think we all know what Nelly is capable of before even the stretch of events that she's played in. She's super talented, and I think it just goes to show in all the tournaments that she's won this year and how well she's played ever since turning professional. So it's amazing. It's great for women's golf, especially having an American golfer. But, I mean, to see anybody have that stretch of golf is truly remarkable.
Because when one player raises the ceiling that high, everyone else has to adjust to it. But dominance like that doesn't just come from talent. It comes from structure, from years of building the right mindset, the right habits, and the right environment. Mel Reed explained exactly how that foundation was built.
Nelly's always had, I hate using the word talent because they work so incredibly hard, but she's always had that natural ability to play golf. The whole family is just athletic, right? So what I think that Nelly needed when she first came out on tour was a bit of a stronger head, a more mature mentality, and I think that Jess accelerated that. I think she really did guide her and help her, and I really believe that she's become the player she is. A lot of credit to Jess, but also, with their family, like you've just said, how incredibly talented they are from an athletic standpoint. You've got to give credit to the parents as well, and the incredible team that they have built around Nelly. And she's just, it looks like she's just made to be a world #1 athlete in whatever she does, and thank goodness she's chosen golf and we get to watch her every week.
And that's where things start to separate. Because once the mental side catches up to the talent, you get performances that don't just win, they overwhelm. Stacey Lewis saw that up close, and the numbers behind it were almost hard to believe.
We gained a total of 7.5 strokes this afternoon on the field. Jesus. And they said, of the stats guys we work with, they've worked Ryder Cups now and Solheim Cups, and it's the highest they've ever seen in a single session that they have worked. So let's go. Impressive this afternoon.
7.5 strokes in a single session. That's not competition anymore. That's distance. And what makes it even more impressive is that for people inside the game, it wasn't shocking because they had already seen it coming.
Well, I'm not surprised. I will tell you that. It's very impressive. It's 4 very different golf courses. And the 3 weeks in a row, I think, was the most impressive because the amount of energy it takes to do that. I thought you would have maybe seen a little drop in play at the match play, just getting a little bit more tired. But the ball striking's always been so good for her. And short game gets a little better. The confidence to be in that position I think that's what you're seeing more now, and that was why I put her in the spot that I did at Solheim, is because I felt like she could handle that moment, and she had to learn how to handle it. So I'm not surprised. I knew it was just going to be a matter of time.
Because when your baseline is that consistent, dominance isn't a surprise. It's just timing. But here's the part that really defines her. It's not just how she performs. It's how other players feel when they're in the group with her. Charlie Hull described that experience in a way you don't hear very often about a dominant player.
Really good. I love playing against Nelly. She's probably my favourite player to play with on the LPGA tour. I love going out there. I think Lilia Vu as well. Them two, when I play with them two, I really enjoy playing with them two girls. But to play against Nelly in the Sunday of the singles, Suzanne said to me, she came up to me in the morning, she goes, Nelly's playing really good, but I still think you can compete with her, so just go out there and do your best. And
that balance is rare. Dominant, but still composed. In control, but never chaotic. And when someone like Nancy Lopez, a legend of the game, sees that in you, it carries even more weight.
Sure, for quite a few years, just being a part of the Solheim Cup, and she was in my pod, so I got to really watch Nelly Korda play great golf. And I was always telling everyone, when Nelly finally realizes how good she really is, she's going to dominate the LPGA Tour, because she can hit it, she can putt. Sometimes I feel like I watch myself putt when I'm watching her. She's just been great all the years I've gotten to know her, and I know her sister Jessica. But to watch her the last few years, and then today, I know at the end I was kind of laughing because she said she could finally breathe, and I guess I could relate with that. But she's just a great player and a great champion.
And maybe that's the real story here. Not just the wins, not just the streak, but the fact that even now, it doesn't feel like it's ending. Because what Nelly Korda built isn't based on momentum. It's based on something much harder to beat: consistency, that other world-class players still can't fully explain.